What's the deal, you guys? What is the deal? What is the deal? This be your boy Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new episode of Yes for the Mess, where we talk about celebrity gossip, hot topics, and all things reality TV based. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful Tuesday, and I intend on doing the exact same thing, you guys. What is going on, y'all? What's going on? What is the business, y'all? We're in the building tonight. We're definitely in the building, and we got some things to discuss at this particular moment. So what y'all got going on? What's the tea? Now listen, y'all probably didn't even get no notification for this live, considering the fact that I had the wrong time set. I had the wrong time set for this damn live. So y'all probably didn't even get no notification, probably didn't even get notified that this live was even coming on, to be quite honest. But that is my fault. And in the back of my mind, I was kind of like saying to myself, well, maybe I should cancel this live and not even do it right now, because don't nobody even know that it's even on right about now. But I think that what I'm going to do is that I'm going to continue on with this live since we're already here. Okay, we're already here now, so we might as well keep it pushing, if you ask me. You feel what I'm saying? Let me see. I got a notification. I got it. Okay. I see two people. Two of y'all said y'all got the notification. Because you know, you never know with YouTube. You never know with YouTube. You know, sometimes people get their notifications and sometimes they don't get them, honey. Y'all already know. But what's good in the hood, y'all? I got a notification just now. Okay, I see you, Kendra, my favorite blogger. Thank you, J Nice68. I definitely appreciate it. Oh, so people are just now getting them. Okay, we see it. We see y'all. Okay, so all I need to know really is as we continue on with getting this live ready and prepared to, you know, talk the shit and talk about everything that we want to talk about, let me know if y'all got a notification. That's all I need to know so we can keep it pushing. Okay, so listen, we are going to do a live on Thursday. Now, there's this R&B singer that's based out here in Atlanta. Okay, I think they're like an underground R&B singer. They've been following me for years. They've been following me on social media for years, and you know, they emailed me, and we're gonna talk music on Thursday night. I did tell you guys that we're getting into music content this year, so that's really all we need to know about that. Like, we get into music content, and on Thursday night we're definitely getting into some music. Okay, we're gonna do another album review on Thursday. Me and DJ got to get back together for our album reviews and stuff like that. But since I'm off tomorrow and on Thursday, we'll probably have more time to really get it done. But yeah, y'all, we got some shit coming up. You know, slowly but surely coming through. You know, it's the news has been kind of slow over the last couple of weeks, but you know, we still gonna get into it. But the biggest thing that y'all need to be on the lookout for, and he posted about it on his TikTok, is that Ellis Elijah Randolph, who is Keisha Cole's baby brother, honey. Now, he will be over here on the platform on tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern time. And I think I'm going to do another live on his adoption story later tonight. But yes, he'll be over here. We'll be doing a one-on-one tomorrow night right here on Scotty by Nature TV at 9 p.m. Eastern time. I will be promoting the hell out of this interview on tomorrow. Make sure you guys tune in, because I got a lot of questions for him. And not only do I have questions for him, if you guys have any questions for him, I would definitely be putting them on the screen and everything like that. So trust and believe me, I'm very excited about this interview. This is probably one of my first big interview of the year. And I see he did an interview with Tasha K or whatnot. I just seen them post about it on Instagram. But he'll be over here tomorrow night, and I'm definitely ready, and I'm definitely excited for this. We're gonna talk about everything from his sibling rivalry to with Elite to Keisha Cole to every damn thing. We're gonna talk about it all come tomorrow night, okay? All righty then. So that's pretty much it. That's all that we got about the updates on what we got coming up on this platform and all that. Now, y'all know with every single live, the goal is to hit 100 plus with every single live, and we're halfway there. We got 45 people up in here. And once again, I did let you guys know that this year is all about engagement. And if I got 45 people up in here right now, then we need 45 people in the chat. Okay. So y'all also know this. Whenever we go live and we have a live show like this where we're here to talk about the things in the tea, y'all know that in order for us to really get this live going, y'all got to light this chat up with the flames. So all I need to see is flames in the chat while I shout out the moderators that are here. I see Catherine. I see the Jail Slayer. I see Kendra. I see, who else is in here? I think it's just Kendra, the Jail Slayer, and Catherine that's in here for moderators, and Payne. Okay, so just like this chat up, I don't want to see nothing but fire for the next minute. All I need to see is fire, because we're gonna get this live start. This show started at the 7-minute mark, so go ahead and like this chat up. All right, y'all, and we're now at the 7-minute mark, so let's go ahead and get into tonight's show, because I'm definitely ready to get into the teas tonight. We got 44 people up in here so far, so let's go ahead and get into it. Now, this is the show, and these are the topics that we're getting into tonight, you guys. These are the topics that we're talking about. These are the topics that we're going to dive on into, you guys, all right? So let's go ahead and get into the tea. If you haven't shared this video, go ahead and share it, you guys. Share the video on Twitter, share it on Facebook, share it wherever you want to share it. Let's get this engagement up. So let's go ahead and get into the first topic of the day, and it's these two right here. That is Jennifer Williams Gold and her scamming ass husband, Christian Gold, okay? And they're right back in the headlines about going to court for more fraudulent activity, honey, and it's about them owing some money for something else. Let's go ahead and get into the story. So let's talk about it. So we got the neighborhood talk, right? So neighbors, it was a scheme. Now, according to the news outlets, Jennifer Williams' husband, Christian Gold, was hit with a $367,625.20 judgment after failing to respond to a civil lawsuit in Georgia. According to the complaint, Walden allegedly engaged in conduct that caused financial harm to multiple people, forming the basis of the civil RICO claims. If you recall, Gold was accused of swindling more than 100 people out of money after allegedly convincing them to invest in a fake opportunity. Now, the couple made headlines last year after the lawsuit hit the media. The story even became a hot topic on Basketball Wives, the reality series Jennifer appears on, that documents her life. Friends reportedly tried to warn Jennifer about accusers claiming that her husband ran off with their bag, but she wasn't hearing it. Well, now they're going to feel it after a Georgia judge ordered her husband to pay nearly $368,000. What are your thoughts on this matter? Okay, now, listen. Here's my thing about this whole situation right now. Granted, I don't really care for Jennifer like that. I don't really like Jennifer like that. If y'all been watching my reviews, y'all already know that I ain't never really cared for Jennifer. I always thought that Jennifer was a follower. I always felt like, she was a fake bougie and, all of that other shit. So to me, it's kind of like this, right? I'm not the type of person to really just speak on, other people's relationships and stuff like that. But I don't know what it was about Christian, but from the moment I looked into his eyes, I saw scammer. I don't know why I saw scammer when I first saw him, but it's just something about it. But, it was really nothing out there about him being no scammer. Like, I had never heard of him stealing money from people and all of this other stuff. Like, I never heard of that. But however, though, it all boiled down to then after he got on the show, that is when that is when people, what I'm saying, started, saying all of the stuff about him. So I'm like, okay, so what was it about him that I kind of picked up on that Jennifer doesn't pick up on. And you know, sometimes we can be fooled. Sometimes we be loving these men so hard, we be loving them down. And then the next thing you know, they're not who they say they are. And we, fall victim to that sometimes. Like we literally do. But my thing about this whole situation is, my thing about it is, I just don't like the fact, like, Jennifer can defend her man. You feel what I'm saying? Whether he right or wrong, she can definitely defend her man all she wants to. That's the man that she's married to. That's the man that she fucking. That's the man that she wants to be with for the rest of her life and all of this other shit. Like, that's the man that she wants. So my thing about it is, okay, my thing about it is this, right? I feel like I think that Jennifer is kind of tone deaf when it all boils down to, like the people that like the people that have came and said that he stole from them. If you want to be on your man's side, be on his side. I don't see nothing wrong with that. But the problem that I have with it is that she just be brushing it off like it ain't nothing. Like, oh yeah, it doesn't matter. It does matter if he really did steal money from them. Like, Jennifer, that shit do matter. Like, you can't just sit up here and just brush it off and shake it off and shit like this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's no need for that. Like, it's no need for you to just shake it off. You wasn't there, so you really don't know if he did the shit or not. But, in the same breath, I kind of get why you would want to defend him, because that's your husband, that's your man, and all this other shit. But to me, I just personally feel like you shouldn't even put your mouth on it. If you're going to support your husband, support your husband. You feel what I'm saying? Because if I had a man that was in that fucking predicament where he was accused of stealing money and accused of doing whatever, I would be by his side, of course. I wouldn't want him to go to jail because I really don't know what happened. But I'm not going to vehemently deny that he did it because, bitch, I don't know. I don't put nothing past nobody. Bitch, I don't know. All I'm saying is I'll be like, listen, I don't know what happened. I don't know what the business was with them. I'm just supporting my man because that's my man. So I'm supporting him. But I don't know what happened. And I'm not going to sit up here and act like I do. I'm not going to say that he didn't do it. I'm not going to say that they're lying. I mean, I don't know. That's my stance. And that's just it. But just like Payne said, Jennifer always goes with the flow. And she do always go with the flow. No matter who it is. She going to go with the flow. If it's one of her friends, she going to go with the flow. If it's she gonna go with the flow. If it's her man, she just gonna go with the flow, period. Because a lot of the times Jennifer really ain't got no mind of her own, really. And that's really the saddest thing about the situation, because she damn near 50 if she ain't already. So my thing about the situation is, really though, it's like, what we talking about? What we doing? What's the situation? You feel what I mean? And another thing too, somebody just asked me, wasn't she a victim of somebody stealing her car? She was. So you would think that she would have just a little bit of sympathy for these people that has been duped by this man, or allegedly duped by this man. You feel what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, nah, no. I don't get that. Only thing that Jennifer cares about is her designer clothes and her bags and her shoes. And I definitely understand that too. She do. That's the type of superficial, materialistic person that Jennifer really is, and I've always said that. I've always felt like she was like materialistic, superficial. All she really cares about is like bags and shit like that. And my thing is this: you was already with a nigga that had baby making hips, and he turned out to be a damn murderer. Now you with a nigga that's stealing money from motherfuckers from a long goddamn time ago. So I'm trying to understand where the fuck you get these men from. Now, let me tell you something, Jen. I ain't here to judge your choice of men, because I love me a Mr. Wrong. But one thing about me loving me a Mr. Wrong, I can definitely own up to the fact that I love my Mr. Wrong. I can definitely tell you that. But girl, as much as I don't like Jennifer like that, Jennifer is way too beautiful, way too poised to be getting with men like Christian. Every time I see Jennifer with Christian, The song by Ja Rule plays in my head. Make it say yeah, make it say yeah. Would you for me like you're loving me? Make you say yeah, make it say yeah. Girl, ride for me, you my down ass bitch. Like, that's what it be giving whenever I see Jennifer with Christian. Every thug needs a lady. That's what it's giving. But that's all I really got on Jennifer. I mean, I really ain't got that much more to add on to Jennifer. But that's it. That's all. My heart goes out to you, Jennifer. That's all I got on that. So anyway, we're going to move on to the next story, and that is Miss Nene Leakes. Now, for those of you that are big fans of Bravo and big fans of the Nene Leakes of it all, honey, y'all do know that Nene is returning to Bravo. And I know everybody been wanting her to return to Bravo, child. So let's go ahead and get into the story. And her return to Bravo is not the Housewives of Atlanta. She's returning to Bravo for a whole nother series, okay? And I am not mad at the fact that she's returning with her own series. I am definitely not mad about that. Let me just start off with that. I think that her time on the Real Housewives of Atlanta is pretty much done with. Like, they're in a new era, and I think that it's time to allow these new people to come in and shake shit up. Let Nene get another show. Like, do something with the veterans of Bravo. You feel what I'm saying? Like, do something with the veterans. Like, I know there's been talk of some legacy show and things like that, but now we're talking about a role, and then there was this Ultimate Girls Trip and all this other stuff. So why not? Let's talk about it. Like, you know, let Nene do some shit like this. You feel what I'm saying? But anyway, let's get into it. So based off the people, the rumors are true, y'all. The rumors are definitely true. Let's see. Nene Leakes is in negotiations to return to the Bravo universe in the upcoming edition of the Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip. Potomac housewife Giselle Bryant has been confirmed, and Monique Samuels is in early discussions. Okay, so that is really what it is. Let's continue on with the story, y'all. It's 86 of y'all up in here, so let's get it popping. The rumors have been swirling around about which housewives are slated to take part in the upcoming edition of Ultimate Girls Trip, and here's what we know so far. Pop Tings on X reported that Nene Leakes is rumored to be one of the housewives casted. Well, y'all know I keep my ears to the streets, and I reached out to my trustworthy source and was told that Nene is now in negotiation. So if the corn is right, then the queen is back. The door is open. Real Housewives of Potomac star Giselle Bryant has been confirmed as a cast member, according to my source. And Giselle might not be the only Potomac cast member on the trip. Her fellow co-star Monique Samuels is in discussions, which I am told is in the very early stages. What do you guys think about this alleged lineup, and who would y'all like to see on an upcoming edition of the Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip? Okay, so let's go ahead and get into this story. Now, I've always stated that if Nene comes back to Bravo, I don't want her on Housewives of Atlanta. I don't. I think that she has outgrown the Housewives of Atlanta. I don't even think that she will really fit in with this group of women at this moment in time that's on this show. I couldn't see her having tea and crumpets with Kelly for real. I can see her having spinach dip with Shamia, even though they filmed before together, but you feel what I'm saying. I can't see her having caviar with, you know, Angela Oakley. Like, I can't see that. And I think that it's a done deal. So I think that it's time to see Nene in another atmosphere and something else. And I think Ultimate Girls Trip would be good. It's fascinating to me. And I don't mind seeing it. I don't mind hearing it. I'm here for it. I think that she should do it. No lies. And Feisty, let me put your comment up here. I want to see Nene acting too on Abbott Elementary or the Miss Pat show. And the Miss Pat show. Oh, baby. I can see Nene doing the Miss Pat show. I don't know if y'all watch Miss Pat, but baby, y'all really need to go and watch Miss Pat. I watch all three, not three, all three of them episodes of the Miss Pat show because she just came back out, and baby, I got my whole motherfucking life, okay? Like, I could really see Nene on the Miss Pat show. I don't know what kind of character she could play, but I could see her on the Miss Pat show. I don't know if she could be like an old rival of Pat's from back in the day, or you know, she could be somebody that I don't know. Like, I have so many different scenarios in my head, but I could really see Nene on the Miss Pat show. And let me tell y'all, the Miss Pat show is probably one of the funniest sitcoms I've ever watched since the 90s. You know, Martin would literally make you laugh out loud. The Parkers would make you laugh out loud. Living Single would make you laugh out loud. But Miss Pat will also make you laugh out loud. I laugh out loud tons when I'm watching the Miss Pat show. So I could definitely see Nene on Miss Pat. Now, the three people that they got for this Ultimate Girls Trip that we do know of is Nene. Okay, that we already know this about Nene. Giselle is already confirmed. And we got Monique Samuels. This is an interesting cast. Now, I can see a little bit of riffraff with Nene and Giselle. That's what I can see. I can see a little bit of, you know, Nene and Giselle, you know what I'm saying, getting into it. That's the last thing that I could see. So I want to see that. Because I feel like Nene would put Giselle in her place. She would put Giselle in her place. Now, I don't know how Nene and Monique would get along, but Nene and Giselle, Nene will read Giselle to oblivion. And I would be here for it. No lie. I would be here for it. I would definitely be here for it. And one thing about Nene, and y'all know I be giving Nene the blues. Y'all know I do. Y'all know I have given Nene the blues. But baby, let me tell y'all something. Even when Nene irks me, Nene can make me laugh. I've watched old season of the Housewives of Atlanta on Peacock so many goddamn times, and it's so many Nene moments where I laughed so many times. Like season 2 when she got into it with Kandi, and she was like, this fight with me and Kandi was bound to happen. You know, she's always, you know, looking at me strange, or every time I say something, she tries to get smart. Wait, y'all don't know this. Like a damn country bumpkin. She doesn't even know me. Holla. Okay. When Portia said 265 days of the year, Nene in her confession with her new teeth talking about now that's funny. 265 days, where the fuck that bitch live at? Funny as fuck. Or one of my favorite. Woo! Child, the ghetto. The ghetto. The ghetto. Like, I could just quote Nene all day. Hey, Harold. I could quote Nene literally. Like, literally. Literally. All day. Even when I'm mad with Nene, I find something funny. Well, Kandi, why don't you, let's go to Puerto Rico and find a studio where we can go and drop some beats. Oh my God. You know what I mean? Like, that shit is crazy. That shit is crazy. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't like Nene is definitely funny. And I would definitely watch this version of the Ultimate Girls Trip. I definitely will watch that. So I'm interested to see who else would be on this cast with Nene and Monique and Giselle. I'm really interested to see because there's other housewives that I want to see get a chance, right? I would like to see Garcelle on an Ultimate Girls Trip. I would like to see Garcelle on one. I would like to see Kandi on the Ultimate Girls Trip. Who else? Who else? Just thinking about other housewife shows. No, even the white ones. Maybe like somebody like Adriana from Miami or Lisa from Miami or, you know, like Gretchen from Orange County. Who else could I see? Kim Richards. You stole my goddamn house. You know, that. I could see that. Who else could I see? Maybe like Erica Jane. Couldn't you see Nene getting Erica Jane dance together? Couldn't you see that? Because I could. Melissa Gorga, maybe? Maybe not. You know, it's a couple of people that I could see on, you know, the Ultimate Girls Trip. It's a couple of folks, you know. It might be hard for me to name a couple of people like right now, but it's a couple of folks that I could see there. You know, it's a couple of people. So I'll give it all that. So shout out to Nene for, you know, getting her turn back into Bravo, y'all. So we're gonna move on to the next topic at hand, and his next topic is so pathetic to me, but I'm definitely gonna talk about it. And that is Shay Johnson and Larissa Bootz Hodge. Okay, now I don't know if y'all saw the recent episode of Love and Hip Hop Miami. Hell, I don't even think y'all even watching the shit. But this particular episode, Shay and Bootz reunited. And it was crazy. So the thing about it was Bootz came back after Joy pretty much, you know, was received some secondhand information of someone telling her that Shay was talking about her bad or something like that or whatever. And you know, it got back to Joy. Joy got mad at Shay, never confronted Shay about nothing. And you know what I'm saying? She decided, her Hot Topic or whatever her name is, decided that they wanted to meet up with, you know, Shay's sworn enemy, which is Bootz. Bootz brought her ass back on the show. She was talking shit about Shay, and the shit that she's mad about come from all the way in 2007. Now, let me tell y'all something. I am not trying to be judgmental, or I ain't trying to act like I'm above, you know, meeting somebody where they at. I'm not above the whole, if a bitch be for me, we're gonna be forever, all the other shit. Because baby, let me tell you one thing about me. Okay, let me tell you one thing about me. If I don't like you, I don't like you. If I don't fuck with you, I don't fuck with you. And my thing is this right here. I can let shit go. I can forgive shit. And some of us just might be friends. Some people, you know, some people that I beef with, we became friends. Some people we became acquainted. Some people we're amicable, but we just ain't friends like that. And there's some people who we could never get past our beef. So I'm not really on the bandwagon of, oh my God, you know, they still, you know, whatever. But her reasoning for the beef and for it to be still that much intense is really weird to me. So you still mad about a Fabulous video? You still mad about that? And that's not even one of his more memorable songs like that. And I'm a huge Fabulous fan. You know, you be killing them, you be killing them. You know, I'm a big Fabulous fan. I always have been. But baby, don't go. Ain't no video that I go back and look at like that. And you mad about that video that came out when I was 18 and I'm 36 going on 37 and we mad about that video? I know they argued not too long ago on social media and Larissa was still mad. Like Shay did something to her yesterday. And I'm just like, why is she mad? You feel like, why is she mad? I don't understand why she mad. So she mad. And Joy brought her to this show and they pretty much crashed Shay's event and pretty much disrespected Shay in front of her mama, disrespected her mama the whole damn nine. So Shay took to her podcast that she got what Amada La Negra called the Raw Heavy Truth. And I would say that y'all might need to tune into that podcast because the podcast is actually pretty good. The podcast is good. Like, and I have a certain type of like for Shay at this point in time. I know it's very popular not to like Shay, and I get it. But, I'm like, okay, she really ain't that bad. Okay. But the podcast is good. I suggest y'all listen to it. But we're going to go ahead and, because, Shay explained her side of the story on this podcast. And we're going to get into that first. And then Larissa went live and she responded. So let's go ahead and get into it.
Technically, Samantha.
But I do like Samantha.
But what I'm saying is, I feel like Samantha brought us into some mess that technically didn't have shit to do with us. Like, Samantha came into the picture because your mom wanted us to come together,
right? But keep going
and go to the church and figure out how Eliza, you and I can all come together and be friends again and just peace and love to the universe. And while we were in that process, she felt like she wanted to reveal some information,
but the reason
from her past.
But let's talk about the reason she revealed the information. She said, I want you guys to be comfortable. So if you know something personal about me, that will make you comfortable to open up so we can get past what we're going through.
Right.
I opened up, we got past what we're going through, but I didn't give a damn about what was going on with Samantha and her sister Joy. It's not my business. I showed empathy, but it's not my business or my place to even judge or be in that because it's always this side, that side, and then
the truth.
The truth.
The raw, heavy
truth. That part, bitch.
Right.
So when you seen that she was talking to her, Gael, talking to her, telling her a complete lie, she goes and finds my stalker. Let's get into the stalker.
And then now let's get into that because our time is limited.
Yeah.
We don't have a lot of time.
It's
and to be honest,
quick,
we're almost wrapping it up. And I know you guys want to see more of the raw, heavy truth. But
I fucked it up again, bitch.
No, what is that? Is that the healthy hand?
Is that the healthy? I keep thinking
healthy hand, bitch.
Let's do it one more time.
I'm gonna do the healthy toes.
Do it again. I'm ready.
The raw, heavy truth.
You didn't
so I fucking went 1, 2, 3.
The raw, heavy truth.
Thank
you. That was so
cute.
cute.
Okay. So tell me about Joy, and then we obviously have to get into Bootz.
Yes.
Because go.
I actually had a liking for Joy.
Okay.
Joy, I thought she was a sweet person. But when she was misled with information from Gael stating that I was talking about her and her sister for whatever reason, she chose to run with that. And I feel like she chose to run with that because there was anger in her prior to this conversation with Gael.
Right.
Because we had beef 5 years ago. But Trina settled that beef with she and I. We sat down, had a conversation, we expressed how we felt, and we moved past it.
Okay.
So I fucking thought. But now she's using the same shit that happened because they just showed it on this episode. Oh. She's using the same shit that happened 5 years ago as fuel and allow Gael, out of all people, to put a battery in her back to send her to go get my fucking stalker who's been stalking me for over 15 years.
What up, Bucky?
What's up?
What up, Bucky? Oh my God.
What's up? So let me get into this bitch Bootz. As you can see, they showed up at my event.
Are made for what? Not
and she been walking for a long time because her toes was made for hanging over them shits when she walked in, that bitch. All right, so Bootz. This has never been no close friend, no sister and all that. So she's on national television telling everybody that she been to my house and I've been to her house.
You guys were best friends at one point in life.
Oh, you're jealous. No, we weren't that. No,
that's what she said.
I love you.
She said she went to your house. She met Mama Sandra. You went to.
I love you. You want a hug? It's okay. It wasn't that. I'm
okay. Because I want the people to know what she said.
Let me get it out. Okay. So if she knew my mom, she didn't even notice that my mom was standing right there the whole time. She didn't even recognize her until somebody told her after it was over with. But we'll get into that later. So anyhow, she shows up to my event, screaming, hollering, yelling. What they didn't show you was she said, "You're talking about my kids. You're talking about my kids." And I actually have a little clip for you to watch. Yeah, this is why
we got the evidence.
Bootz was going around saying that I was mad. Well, she was actually mad at me. Let me tell the story first. She went and did these multiple interviews that nobody ever seen because nobody really want to hear what she has to say because she hasn't been on TV, any interviews, she hasn't been doing anything. So the mediocre interviews would talk to her and she would be talking about Flavor Love that we did 20 years ago.
Yeah.
She stated in an interview that she and I were actually like best friends, sisters, and we got into it. And before we got into it, I told her about some girl that was talking about her and her kids. Keep in mind, I have no idea how many kids Bootz even has to this day. I don't know how old they are. I don't know their names. I don't know anything because it's not my business.
And we
don't
respect
care.
people's children. At least me, we don't talk about people's children.
Everybody respect everybody kids.
Exactly.
So when she's in there yelling, talking about it, I was talking about her kids. I'm like, where? They didn't show none of this on the show. Where did I talk about your kids? Prove it. She has no proof. She has no receipts. She has nothing at all.
But do you?
Nothing. I never.
Do you have receipts?
I have receipts showing that I've never been in this girl's business. I am not around her. I don't talk about her. She don't come up in interviews. For what? I actually have a real business going on, $1 million business at that. And I put out multiple products. I'm focused on my daughter, my brand, and my future husband. I'm not worried about this girl, but every chance she's gotten for the past 15 years, she run my name in the dirt. She's on my page stalking me. I've had to block so many pages because, so you're saying you're mad for 15 years because I followed a page that was talking about your kids. This is what she's saying, bitch. What?
Wait, no, she said that you were talking about her kid. Were you?
Listen.
Is it because you were talking about her kid or is
No,
it because
no.
you followed the page?
The video, what I have.
What video?
I have a video and we're going to show this clip.
You have a video?
I have a video that somebody
God.
sent to me, showed me that she did a little punk ass interview with 10 people watching. And she told them she was mad at me because she told me about a girl that was talking about her kids. And when we fell out, the girl created some crazy page talking about her and her kids. And I followed the page.
Make a long story short, I was telling her about this hating ass bitch from back in the day, not from the show, that knew of me and she wanted to be me. And I told her about the girl. You know, you tell your friends, but I was telling her she's making fake pages of my kid. So after, make a long story short, when me and her fall out, she goes and follows this page that is talking shit about my daughter. Then she goes, she follows the page knowing what I told her. And I said, ever since then, I'll never fuck with that bitch.
So you got 15 years of anger because I followed somebody's page 15 years ago. I don't know what this bitch talking about. Let's say I did. Because if I did, y'all know I own up to this shit. I don't give a. Let's say I followed this page. You're mad for 15 years over that? No, let's call a spade a spade. What you're really mad at is the fact that Shay Johnson been the shit for over 15 years. And you've been up under a rock and ain't nobody knocked at that door until I opened it for you. You're welcome, bitch. I opened the door and allowed you to come in and get some type of money because word on the street, you ain't got none. So you're using me as a storyline, created this big lie like we got all this beef like we were sisters and we weren't. If we were so-called, that part, if we were so-called sisters, the one time I ever went to her house, I called her, I was in Atlanta living, and I said, hey, let's do a TV show that's similar to Nicole Richie and Paris Hilton. You know, they had a reality show back in the day. So I'm like, let's do the black girl version.
Yeah.
She agreed to do it. I paid my money. We flew out there, paid the photographers to videotape us, got some footage for about 2 days, hopped on the plane, went back home. That's the only time I ever been in her house. By the time I got back home,
20 years ago.
This was 15 years ago. This bitch sent me a message, said, I don't want to do a show with you. I want to do my own thing. Whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. I call her. No answer. I text her. Nothing. Haven't seen her talk to this bitch. And then lo and behold, she's stalking me mad that I actually got on TV, stayed on TV, did multiple reality shows, and created $1 million business out of it. I am so sorry you're in the position you're in.
No, because she actually took your job.
Hold on. Yeah, she took the job, right. If you put all this energy that you have into being my stalker, you will probably be somewhere in life. Seriously, you have a lot of energy up in you, and you could put that into a brand or business versus sucking my eggplant every fucking chance you get. Bitch, I ain't going nowhere. My business ain't going nowhere. My face ain't going nowhere. I've been here for 15 years. Where have you been? We're not sisters. We're not friends. We never were. Stop putting the 2 on the 10 and lying. We don't got shit going on. We're not connected. We are not the same, and we would never be in the same room. How about that? Get off my dick.
Well, with that being said, you just saw the raw heavy truth. Thank you so much for tuning in. Feel free to subscribe.
Okay, so that was Shay, and that was her basically telling her side of the story about what's going on with, like, you know, Bootz and everything like that, right? So yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and go out on a limb and say this about the situation. Excuse me. I agree with Shay. And I know that, like I said, it might be a taboo thing to, you know, go on and, you know, agree with Shay or whatever, but Shay's not wrong here, and I definitely feel like Bootz is bitter. I think that she always felt like she was more entertaining than she was, and even when she gave her her introduction, she was saying that she was the first bad girl of reality TV, and I felt like, okay, so Tiffany Pollard never, existed. New York never existed, because if it wasn't for New York, there would never be a Flavor of Love 2 or 3. None of you motherfuckers would be around here if it wasn't for New York. And I just feel like Bootz got too big for her britches. And I personally don't feel like, I personally don't think that at the end of the day, that Bootz really had what it took to be on any of these shows. And a lot of people like to say, well, Bootz don't need the show. Well, what has she been doing over the last couple of years? And it just shows that she's jealous, because even in the scene that she, came in and jumped into, the real star is here, the real star is here, the real star is here, the real star is here. And it's kind of like, and you talking about you took her job, but she's the one in the opening credits. She's the one that's pretty much the entertainment of this show. And you, if it wasn't for Shay, you wouldn't even be here. So I'm just trying to understand. But I know a lot of people on Boot's side, and I don't understand why they on her side. But, but anyway, let's get into Larissa, because Larissa has some things to say as well. And she said that there was a lot of things that was edited out of her, altercation with Shay Johnson. So let's go ahead and get into that.
Whether it's 20-year-old beef or not, bitch, the beef still there because we ain't squashed.
Thank you.
But the tea is that 20-year-old beef got they sour ass watching.
No, so dude, you brought the drama.
I made that bitch stock go up because that wasn't getting no traction.
You brought the drama.
If you ask me, they took out 95% of what I said. Y'all would have been, which I'm very upset about. Like, I'm very upset because I had a whole bunch of gags in there. Y'all would have been. Ooh. So the bitch, I'm gonna spill the tea, the things that they took out, which was kind of weird, but I'm gonna tell you what I said. The bitch was like, "I'm a millionaire, you're broke." I said, "Not with them wigs."
You ain't motherfucking lying. The bitch been bald headed since day one.
When I said not with them wigs, that whole went crazy and said, "Why did y'all bring her? Why did you bring her?"
Gagged her ass quick.
With the queen. They actually did her some justice because she got real dog walked in that. They had to edit a lot out that I said to make her look somewhat decent, and the bitch is still out here crashing out. I also, what they cut out, I was like, and who the is Steve Urkel next to you, bitch? They should have aired all the tea. They should have aired everything she said and everything I said. I just felt like that's what the fans wanted, but she couldn't hang, so they had to edit it in a way like they cut out 9. When I tell you 95%,
to make her look like she more superior, girl. Bye.
They said they tried to give her a good edit. Yeah, but as y'all can see, even with my 1% they left, the bitch is still tripping. So baby, you can't hang. She just not. And then she gonna say, oh, then she said, I've been on TV 15 years. I said, and you still have no substance and you're still not a star. They didn't air that. So okay. She was kept saying, why did y'all bring her? About to cry. But y'all can see in her face she was scared. She was scared.
My baby daddy don't even want her.
Tours online,
scared.
Talking bitch. If you had, I think somebody told me she was posting something about boxing. Well, baby, I came from all the way across the room. You had plenty of times to punch if you wanted to. Why didn't you? Duck because you were scared. You should have started swinging. The problem I have with her is she's lucky they took out the real reason that we have a beef. They didn't air that either. The real reason we got a beef. Well, let me not say nothing yet because it's the first episode. Because maybe I don't know what they're gonna do. Let me stop right now. But let me see if they don't play out by because this half is about to be over. When this half is over, if they don't say nothing, I'm gonna let y'all know because there's a real reason they took that shit out.
Yeah, they took a lot of shit out. What it is.
Nobody has been talking about the thing is nobody has been talking about the show this much in probably
show.
You hear me?
And they got supposedly got stars on there, and you came and brought all the traction.
Look, let me tell y'all something. I done worked a couple of them people who thought they was a star, and I let them know, oh no, baby, you was just a filler till I got here, bitch.
Thank you.
Those could never hang with me. They don't know what the.
So you checking some more people.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
very much so.
y'all know I'm real reality television, raw and uncut. You know what I'm saying?
Reality royalty.
These people say the same. They say the same every girl. Everybody's broke. Everybody's ugly. Everybody's they say the same things. There's no originality to the specific person. They just recycle insults. It's pathetic. After that trailer drop, security has been very hefty on me, and you guys will see what I'm talking about.
We know.
And I
We
told
know
them
why.
I don't like that.
We know why.
Because
Because you don't play. You don't play. That's why.
Let that shit play out. These got that mouth. Why y'all need security?
Yeah.
See what I mean? Bitches love to talk shit. Like you said, Angelica, that whole Shay, Bucky, DW, all in one.
Oh, that's exactly who she
At the
looks
end of
like.
the day, she know where she's safe at on this internet.
Yeah.
Because when I rolled in that building, we all saw what her action was. Nothing. Everybody. Then the bitch gonna say, I made $1 million. I said, that's all? That's all you made in 15 years? We're in 2025 and that's all you made, baby? You thought that
Girl,
was a
she
flex?
ain't made no damn $1 million.
Thank you, sis. I swear to God, she ain't.
At that time, we were in 2025. I said, baby, I made $1 million at 16. What are we talking about?
No, for real.
Like, I was like, girl, that's it? And you've been on TV 15 years. Oh, you just proved my point. This is what y'all miss. Her little raggedy fat manager, whoever she was with the blue pants, check the fuck out of her. She had came outside. This is why I'm shocked they didn't air none of this. She came outside. I said, and bitch, you shut the fuck up. Because I seen it while I'm arguing with Shay. I see her saying, right, but you know, you keep it in your
right. I'm
sorry dealing with her right now. I'm dealing with Buck. She was like, who you talking to? Bitch, I'm talking to you. I can't believe they didn't air none of that.
They ain't heard none of that, Bootz. They ain't heard none of it.
Wow.
I swear they didn't air none of
came
it.
outside, and she gonna try to act Buck when she saw the camera and try to run up, knowing damn well she couldn't run up. Somehow, come on. I said, bitch, shut the fuck up, bitch. You ain't gonna do shit. You see security right here holding me, bitch, when we was outside. There was a whole thing outside, you guys. Like, then she left the manager outside, whoever the bitch is. I'm just calling the manager. She had on blue pants. She left the bitch outside, and Bucky went inside and left the bitch outside to get conquered by me. That's what I'm saying. Y'all she was probably crying in there.
Whether it's 20-year-old beef or not, bitch, the beef still there because we ain't squashed it.
Thank you.
Bitch,
Thank you.
But the tea is that 20-year-old beef got they sour ass watching.
No,
do.
First of all, the people that are gassing her up are pathetic, first of all. And this is why she thinks that she's bigger than the program and thinks she's bigger than what the fuck she is. Because you got the Lulu people that's in her live making her think that she's bigger and better. First of all, you keep on saying that Shay ain't no star. Shay's not a star, right? She's not a star. But Shay been on TV for years, even after you disappeared. So my thing is, if she ain't no star, then what are you? Why we ain't seeing you? We ain't even seeing you on no damn game show. Ain't nobody asked you to do nothing. So where you been, Bootz? And nobody cares about you, Bootz. We don't talk about you. Like, the only thing we want to see you do is fight over Flav. And pretend like you are saving yourself for marriage because you know you didn't want to fuck Flav and you was only there for TV. And what's so crazy, looking back at the Flavor Love, because no matter what we think about it now as grown-ups, I do feel as though I do think that Flavor Love was basically classic TV, very classic. But at the same point in time, as classic as it was, none of y'all wanted to be with Flav. So that's why it's so crazy to me and so funny to me when I watch y'all boot crazy out of the house because y'all say that she was only there for TV. All y'all was there for a chick. All y'all was there for TV. All of y'all was there for TV. None of y'all wanted Flav. You didn't want Flav. Shay didn't want Flav. New York is probably the only one that really, really wanted Flav. Even she probably didn't want him. Y'all didn't want Flav. And Bootz is just delusional. Did you hear her? She's so insufferable and just delusional. You feel what I'm saying? Like I definitely don't get it. I don't understand. It's just ridiculous to me. Like, girl, please. Like get your ass out of here. Seriously. Like, she's delusional. And honestly, she's something. Y'all watching, girl. Bootz. You're tired. We was excited to see you back on TV. Yeah, because I definitely was. Like, I wanted to see what it was going. But I just feel as though you're doing the most. That's it. That's it. That's all. That's all I really got for that's all I got for what's her name? For Bootz. That's it. Now we're gonna go ahead and get into the last topic of the day. And the last topic of the day is Kandi Burruss and Todd Tucker. This is the last topic of the night. Y'all know we got to get into it. Y'all know I don't want to get into it, but we got to get into it. So let's go ahead and talk about this right here. So Kandi, we got more divorce drama with Kandi and Todd, y'all. And Kandi claims that Todd does not financially take care of the children despite his persona of having daddy daycare on social media. He does not exercise parenting time on a significant basis, okay? So let's go ahead and get into the story. The divorce, hold on. Okay. The divorce between Kandi Burruss and Todd Tucker is getting a little messy. Now, according to US Weekly, Kandi recently filed a motion claiming that Todd does not hold up his end of the financial responsibility for the other two minor children, Ace and Blaze, and he fakes like he does for social media. Now, in the filing, Kandi says that their children have significant monthly expenses, and she's the one footing the bill every single time. From the nanny to their extracurricular activities to medical bills and traveling, Kandi claims she does it all. She even pays the mortgage and the house expenses. She says it's not right for her to be the sole person paying for their children's livelihood, while Todd uses his money to frequently go on out of the country vacations. Tucker does not exercise parenting time with the minor children on a significant basis, despite the facade of his 2 to 3 minute social media videos chronicling his daddy daycare on his social media platforms that Kandi said in her filing. Kandi also said that Todd tries to interfere with her parental time, despite them already having an agreement. She recalls their recent spat during the Christmas holiday. Kandi wanted Ace and Blaze to be with her in New York. She had already had it planned well in advance, but Todd tried to prevent the kids from coming. So now she's asking the courts to set an official custody schedule so there won't be any confusion. Kandi also tried to request a confidentiality order on their divorce proceedings, but Todd fought back, claiming that Kandi has already been talking on her socials and in interviews about the divorce, so now there's no need to be secretive. Having voluntarily placed the proceedings into public domain, Burruss cannot now credibly claim that sealing the case is necessary to protect the integrity of the proceedings or the best interests for the minor children. Okay? So that's pretty much the topic, and that's pretty much the story. All right? Now, let's go ahead and get into this story. I feel for Kandi. No lie. I feel for Kandi. And, she was in love with that man. And it's just so unfortunate that a lot of the things that her mama said, a lot of the things that other people have said about him has come true at this particular point, because he's playing dirty. And anytime these divorce proceedings come out in the blogs and stuff like that, I honestly feel as though it's kind of like y'all be on pictures together with the kids, celebrating holidays with the kids, but then we go to court and you doing this shit. Now, has Kandi talked about the divorce? Yes, but has Kandi been in any? Has she gone into any type of what's the word for it? Has she gone into any kind of details about what's going on with the divorce? No, she hasn't. Like, she hasn't given no details or nothing like that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, she ain't gave no details and stuff like that. Absolutely not. She ain't gave no details. So I don't understand why it's a big deal now that she wants to, you know, seal the case. But I feel like Todd is just doing shit out of spite. You know, when you married to a motherfucker for all them damn years and then y'all finally get a divorce, and it's kind of like now you kind of see who they really were from the very beginning, but you just didn't really want to see who the fuck they were due to the fact that due to the fact that we love them so much. You know, we love them. And we didn't want to see the things that everybody said. And we've all gone through stuff like that. I know I have. Like, I remember I was dating Daniel a long time ago, and people were saying all kinds of stuff about him when we were going together in 2019. A lot of folks were saying shit about him. And at the end of the day, things happened. We broke up. Some of the things that they were saying about him wasn't necessarily a lie, but it happened, and it is what it is. You feel what I'm saying? So I get it. Hey, Patches. So I get it. We all deal with stuff, and we all have our own situations with things. We all do. But it's crazy. It's crazy. That's all I can really say. Like, it's unfortunate. It's crazy. I hate to see Kandi and Todd going through this, but I also hate to see a man doing the things that he's doing right now. You feel what I'm saying? Like, he's really fucking it up for the people. Like, he's fucking it up. And it's not cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the thing is, I loved Kandi and Todd as a couple. And I remember when I met Todd, he was cool. You know what I mean? Like, when we was at the Kandi Cares event, like, he was really, really cool. Like, he wasn't much of a talker, but he was really cool. You feel what I'm saying? Like, he was cool for real, for real. So, I don't know. You think you know somebody, but you don't really know somebody. You feel what I'm saying? So, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all. You feel what I'm saying? That's really all that I got for this story. And I wanted this to be a 1 hour live, and it looks like I got my goddamn wish to have a 1 hour live, okay? A 1 hour live. Now, I'm about to get up out of here because Chasing Atlanta is about to reveal their Meet the Cast, and I can't wait to see that. Another thing too, the scene ATL is on the way. We'll be back on the 21st. Like I said, I'm going live after that particular episode of the scene. I gotta go live because that is a big episode for me. It's very triggering. It's very emotional. I really unleashed a lot on this episode. And I really, really feel like it's imperative for all of you guys. If you really support me, if you really Scotty Gang, I need for everybody to tune in to that episode. I do. I need everybody to tune in to that episode. That's all I can say about that. I was thinking about doing like a review on I was thinking about doing a review, like a watch along review on Carlos's interview with Candace Dillard, because I listened to it today at work and it was a really good interview. And I think I just might do it sometime tomorrow just to have some content and stuff like that. I might just do it tomorrow. Feel what I'm saying? But yeah, y'all, that's pretty much it. That's it. That's all. So y'all already know what time it is. I might come back later for another live on Ellis, because I'm still not done covering his story. So we'll probably be back for that a little bit later tonight. But let's go ahead and get into things. As I said, make sure you guys tune in to the Scene ATL every single week. The second half of the season is premiering on January the 21st. So be there or be square, okay? Make sure you guys go and pick up my book, That's Why You're Lonely. It is now available on Amazon and Kindle Books. With that being said, you guys, this is your boy, Scotty by Nature TV. Be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, share this video, and also, this is your boy, Scotty by Nature TV. Be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, share this video, and also click on the notification bell so you can be notified whenever video drops. And if you want to follow me on any form of social media, my Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok will be down below. With that being said, you guys, your boys up out of here, and I will see you later.
Get that 20, yeah, you always been a sneaky bitch, hating from the sidelines, trying to get picked, yeah. You don't found one, yeah, you don't found one. You don't found one, found you a real one. On my assets lately, you catch a face, shots fired, catching babies. Heavy on the highs, better get you some gravy. Cut that lady check, why you out here being lazy? I got bored with that season, I'm talking shit when I'm spitting. Fact the bitch, I'm the reason. When it got you hoes heated. Snow got them hoes sneezing, got the meals you not eating. Where had them hoes leaking, God trust when I'm speaking. It's getting
these bands gon' make it hot. Real niggas gonna come up, don't let the game gon' change us. Real niggas in my circle, ho, don't ever play us. This the real hustle, we make the money, don't make it make us. They ain't bout shit, talking out they neck. Bitch, we bring the heat every time we step. You fucking with a beast, fucking with the best. Get money on the east, plug on the west. Bitch, I'm from the north, but we run it south. Bitch, we outside, what you talking about? Who the fuck is me? Know who the fuck